Hey, welcome to the Friday morning independent consulting business owner stand up. I'm Melissa Lieberman, and today we're going to talk about an amazing tool that I can't wait to share with you for consulting lead generation. And today we're also going to kill two birds with one stone. So I'm going to show you this tool so you can see it in practice. And we're going to take a quick assessment of your independent consulting business. And then you can also be thinking, as I'm showing this tool to you, how it could apply to you and your own business and the type of assessment or scorecard you could be creating for your own clients to create leads and conversations with those potential clients. So it's a little bit two birds with one stone here. I'm going to walk you through so you can literally see my screen as to how I've set up an assessment to help you to look at your business and the 4 success pillars of an independent consulting business, and how to grow that independent consulting business in a sustainable and predictable way. So I'll walk you through essentially the scorecard I've created to help you assess your own business and where the gaps might be. And then again, as I'm doing this, think about how this could apply to your own potential clients. What kind of an assessment you could be setting up for them, what kind of scorecard you could be setting up for them. That's like a quick 3-5 minute thing they could do that gives them insight into what the business unit they're running or the project they're trying to accomplish, and helps you to start that conversation with an ideal client in a much more elevated and strategic way. So with that, let's dive in. I'm going to take a minute here to share my screen and we will get started. So hopefully you can see this. The first thing we're going to do is this tool that I will share with you. It's called scoreapp.com. Essentially allowed me to, super simple, to go set up an assessment that then you can take for your own business, a business growth assessment. So for you, again, I'm going to kind of try to kill two birds with one stone here for you. The first is think about this for your own business. I'm going to give you 4 key categories from which you can just figure out the measurement of how your business is doing against best practices. And that will help you to discover gaps that are happening in your business plan or your demand generation plan or your capacity plan, your delivery plan, those 4 areas, and help you to identify the top 1 or 2 areas that you could focus on so you could make sure you're hitting those business goals without overworking. And it creates a personalized action plan based on your results. So with that, what we'll do here today is take the assessments, then we'll look at what the scorecard looks like, the results, and also what the actionable plan looks like for you. As an example, you'll want to do this yourself as well for your own business. Take the scorecard for your own business and then also set it up for your own clients. So why take this assessment? So you're going to want to uncover those gaps in your business plan that are preventing your growth, that are creating barriers to you making more money, that are potentially creating dynamics where you're overworking unnecessarily, and give you that clear picture so you understand what's possible to achieve in your business. So again, we're thinking about this in 2 ways. This is an incredible tool for you as an independent consulting business owner to take the assessment I've created for you, and then also think about what would compel your clients to want to take a similar type of an assessment. So for example, let's just say that they're you're an agile consultant and you are selling to CTOs. And so you would want to think about, what does the CTO care about with respect to the maturity of their agile processes, and then build an assessment based on what you know to be the best practices and the sticking points for those types of clients that you're wanting to attract. So then you're going to get scores on your business plan, on overall business plan, on your demand generation plan as an independent consulting business owner, your capacity plan, and your delivery plan. So I've designed this assessment so you get those scores in those four key critical pillars. Then I tell you a little bit about who I am in case we haven't met yet, and then ultimately get started with the assessment. So again, this is something that I recommend you take and then also replicate for your own business so that your clients can easily assess how their business is going against best practices, right? It's so easy for all of us to get down in the weeds, whether it's you delivering for your clients and not having the time or taking the time to take a step back and look at the overall health metrics of your consulting business and where you're trying to take it. And the same for your clients, right? How are they measuring against the bigger picture when they're probably down in the weeds of whatever it is that they do on a day-to-day basis? And this type of a tool can help you just elevate that conversation with them, help them to take a step back for a moment and think about things they might not have considered or have thought about, but then forgot. So that's what this assessment is going to accomplish, both for you and when you implement it as a tool in your own business. So then what I'm going to do, rather than type all the things in, I'm just going to skip over to show you a few of the questions. So this is what it would look like, when you go to take the business plan growth assessment for your business, and then also think about it for your own clients. It's super easy in this tool called Score App to set all of this up. So you're asking questions and then it's like scoring it behind the scenes. So I'll just answer a couple of these questions so you can get the flavor of it, and then I'll go over to an example results page so you can see the power of just answering a few simple questions. In this case, it's 26 questions. It takes less than 5 minutes, and the power of the results are so incredible. Both, again, for the two birds with one stone, right? For your business and also thinking about this as you set it up for your own clients. So the question, I've set an annual revenue goal for my business. Sometimes I hear from consultants, they've got a revenue goal, it's pretty clear. Sometimes they say, well, I just want to repeat what I did last year plus a little bit, or I want to replicate or recreate my corporate income, but it becomes kind of nebulous. So we'll just put no here. And then and the next question, I know how many projects, the type of projects, and the billings I'll need to generate in order to achieve my revenue plan. Usually for consultants, you might be in the same boat. The answer is sort of. I kind of know, but I'm not 100% sure. And the last example I'll show you, there's 26 questions here. So I just want to show you a sampling. How confident are you that you will hit that revenue goal? For most people, it's something right here like so-so. For some, it's like it's done. Whoops, my demo skills are a little lacking. It's been a while. For some people, it's so-so, and then others, it might be it's done. But for a lot of you, I know as consulting business owners, it feels a little bit out of your own control as to whether or not you're going to hit that revenue goal, which is a blind spot in your business. So whatever your answer would be to that question. And so you would go through the 26 questions, or you would take, it would take your clients through how many ever questions you create. And then ultimately, when you're finished, it gives you results. So the results are, in this case, I did an example earlier, which was answering pretty much everything in the lowest scoring answer possible. Here you would see, like, let's say that this capacity plan is really strong for you, for example. For most consultants, it's not. But let's just say it would be green. It could be, if it's kind of in the middle, it might be orange. So you can see in this example, I have a really poor score in my demo, but it gives you some gradients here based on a behind the scenes thing that I set up using this Score App tool, which is super simple to do. It took me maybe 4 hours to create all of this, which is phenomenal. Because as you know, if you've ever run an assessment automated or even semi-automated or manually, it's a lot of work. And this tool, as an aside, takes all of that off your plate. So with that, you will get, when you take this for yourself, an assessment of your business as it relates to growth, the 4 key elements of creating growth in your consulting business in a sustainable way. And then it will give you more, then it just layers into the details here. So I've written all of this for you. As an independent consultant, you would do the same for your clients. You can create as many categories as you want and build it out really based on what makes sense for the type of consulting you do. So for me, what I created for you as an independent consulting business owner is, how does your business plan rate against what I know to be the best practices? How does your demand generation plan rate against best practice? How does your capacity plan rate against best practice? And how does your delivery plan rate against best practice? And then another layer down of detail where you're getting, now I'm sharing with you the strategies that you can implement to begin improving these scores. So you'll see strategies for business plan, for demand generation plan, for capacity plan, for delivery plan. So based on where your scores at, it's really easy to see, do I want to kind of dive into one of these silos, or one of these pillars, or do I want to take a little bit of action against each of the pillars to move the needle in my consulting business? So this is an incredibly powerful tool that gives you all of this information and actionable next steps. And then you can let your clients know, like I'm letting you know, what to do next with this. Like for you, for example, you can learn more about the boot camp that I offer for independent consulting business owners to help you create all of this infrastructure so that you are able to grow your business more predictably, with more peace of mind, with less stress and overwhelm, and that you feel so secure in what you're doing in your business is going to create those results you want and more without overworking, right? And then I also give you a link to book a strategy call with me. So you would do something similar with your clients as well, to help them just book a quick call to review the results, for example. For right now, I'm sending out short videos, just looking at people's results with them on the screen and giving them additional insights into the scores and what their areas of opportunity might be. And you could consider doing something similar. I use a tool called Loom for that. So this is these are the results. And what you would want to do, again, to kill two birds with one stone, go take this assessment, and then also think about how you could fold this into your overall business development process. I'm going to stop sharing here so that you're able to get those conversations started with your clients and have some meaningful, much more elevated strategic conversations right out of the gate with them, versus like, sometimes when we go through this process of meeting new potential clients, it can be challenging to figure out where their pain points are and even what kind of help they want from you. So this just gives you so many shortcuts to get that. So let me just give you a couple of assets here as we're winding up this strategy for today. The first is, go take that growth assessment that I just shared with you. The shortcut is IC, as in independent consultant scorecard.com. That will take you to what I just showed you. And again, you can go through it and thinking about it for you and your business. And then also think about it as a lead generation strategy that you can create for your own clients as well. And then additionally, I have recorded a podcast on this particular tool and using it for you and your consulting business to create more leads and more high quality conversations with your potential clients. So if you go to my podcast page, you'll find the episode there. I think we're on 57. It's episode 57 if I recall correctly. And you can go listen to that, and I'll walk you through in a lot more detail about how you would apply this to your own business. And I give you some a bunch of examples, I think 7 or 8 examples, depending on what kind of consultant you are, what sort of assessment you might be really powerful for you to implement. And I give you a couple of case studies in terms of where in the workflow in your business development process workflow, you could insert this type of an assessment, again, to create those conversations with your ideal potential consulting clients and advance those conversations forward, and even use this tool as a beginning place potentially in some of your engagements. So, with that, I highly recommend you go take put it back up here, the independent consultants business growth assessment that I just gave you a little flavor of. And then also go set one of these up for yourself because they're amazing. I can't tell you how many leads I've been creating just in the last 3 or 4 weeks that I've been using this tool. I can't tell you how fabulous their customer service is. Again, it's called scoreapp.com. And then also, I can't tell you how powerful this has been as I've been helping my own clients implement this in their businesses as a lead generation strategy. So it's great news all around today that I have to share with you, and something very actionable. So go put this into place in your business, and I'm excited to see the results of your assessment and see if there's any way that I can help you to improve those scores. All right. I will see you again next Friday. Take care.